overall, I think 2-0 was probably about the right result. From where I was, I think we could have had a couple of penalties as well. So I do think we were worthy of the 3 points, really. Yeah.
You had to make a couple of saves. There's one in the second half where you just tipped it around the post when it was at 1-0. It could have been different had that gone.
I was really happy with it. A couple of decent saves there. So yeah, Justin don't give me much credit. He just says that's my job, you know. So if you knock one in from a yard and you're a hero, but that's just my job. So not going to talk about it too much. But yeah, no, it's nice to obviously make a couple of decent saves and win. But being serious, I'm just pleased really for the team because that was a big win tonight against a good team.
Should we pay too much attention to the table at this stage of the season?
Yeah, well, it was at 16 games. You know, that's a good few games. We're not up there in fourth place by luck. Do you know what I mean? After 16 games, so yeah, you got to pay attention to the table. I know, and everyone knows about our injuries as well. Do you know what I mean? As I said, like that's only going to help us when we get big players back, and they are big players. They're not fringe players or youngsters that that are injured and we're making excuses up about injuries. We have got half a dozen senior players to come back into that squad. So when we can get them back firing and fit, the competition's going to be pretty fierce because the lads that are playing at the minute are doing a business. So. Yeah, I think it only helps us in the long run, and maybe after Christmas we can give it a little push. But yeah, I wouldn't say we're getting carried away.
Maybe if you do play, and then you got a bit of a ghost to lay after the 8-game last year.
Yeah. I mentioned it before. I'm my worst critic. Obviously that was 12 months. No mistakes I made 3-4 seasons ago that I don't talk about, but in the back of my head I still know what happened, you know. So yeah, I was disappointed with the penalty that I conceded against Yate last year. It wasn't a footballing mistake, it was a bad decision to shove the guy a little bit. So yeah, obviously.
And you lost your place. I mean, was that your lowest point as a county?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was a big time. It was sort of sink or swim there, you know. It was tough. A few 4 or 5 years ago, I might have gone the other way and not really cared, but it did really mean a lot. And I worked hard and kept my head down and got back into the team. And yeah, me and Justin I think we've bonded a lot since that. We had a couple of talks when he pulled me in the office after I got dropped. I wasn't happy, but I think he can deal with me. He knows what needs to be said to me now and what doesn't. And our bond as a player and a manager have got a lot stronger since that, really.
Yeah. The season ended pretty well after that, didn't it? So
yeah, well, he was rather very clever to work it out what he was doing, but yeah, as I said, it worked out pretty well. All finished with a happy ending last season, so to speak.